my honor tonight to introduce Sean Quirk. He is the program director for the Rhode Island Film Festival, and he's going to get things started because who's ready for Oscar?
Thank you, Doreen, and thank you, ABC6.
Whoa, Sean!
Give a round of applause. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Flickers Rhode Island International Film Festival, I'm thrilled to welcome all of you here tonight as we celebrate the biggest night of the year, the Oscars. Yes. So we're really happy to be here tonight to bring the Oscars to you, and this couldn't be possible without our generous partners, ABC6 and the Rhode Island Film and TV office. There's one person above all that you must know, and that is Stephen Feinberg. He makes Rhode Island shine. So let's give him a round of applause. Stephen Feinberg is a filmmaker, and he's been bringing the world to Rhode Island to make movies here, so we're really happy to have him here tonight. And let's get this show started.
More head round.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to Oscar Sunday night.
Roll down.
I would be remiss if I didn't do a shout out to George Marshall, who's the executive director of the Rhode Island International Film Festival. He was under the weather and couldn't make it tonight. He's just recovering like so many other people. So here's to George Marshall for all of his great work. We have some really cool silent auction items. I don't know if you folks have seen them. There's a Darth Vader mask signed by all the stars from Star Wars. There's something from Indiana Jones. There's a lot of cool stuff. And we have a beautiful cake. I don't know, how many people have seen that cake over there? That was done by Karina and Dolce Specialty Cakes and Cookies. So thank you for that. Now tonight we have a very big Rhode Island contingency at the Academy Awards. How many folks here saw Green Book? Peter Farrelly's movie Green Book. So we were rooting on Peter's movie. There was also a short film that was a live-action short film from around the world that premiered right here at the Rhode Island International Film Festival. It's up for an Oscar. It's live action. It's Marguerite. So keep an eye out for Marguerite. And there is an animated short film that premiered here at the Rhode Island International Film Festival called One Small Step. And look out for that. We hope that wins. And both of those films were programmed by none other than Sean Quirk. I would love everybody to stand up for a second. Can everybody stand up? The reason why I want everybody to stand up is because maybe not everybody is recognized every single day, every moment for what they do in making this world a little better place. And I just want to say that people here that are in this room have touched lives in ways that they often do not know. And sometimes it's a word of encouragement, sometimes it's financial support, sometimes it's educating people, being a mentor. I just want to say that you are all stars tonight, and I want to thank you all on behalf of the Film Festival, the Rhode Island Film Community, for helping to make the fabric of Rhode Island stronger, better, more artistic, and we really appreciate everything you do. Now, one more thing I want to say. Last year was a phenomenal year, and I could tell you all about it, but it's probably better to show you on screen in a little movie about a film that premiered at the Rhode Island International Film Festival. Roll.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Chris Overton, and this is Rachel Shenton.
I'm the writer. Chris is the director of a short film called The Silent Child.
And this time last year we had our world premiere at this very festival, at this very venue, and I think we were sat right at the front towards the right.
And we were so over the moon to be selected for the festival. It was the first one we'd ever been to, so we couldn't believe it when we won Grand Jury Prize for Best Live Action Short Film, which obviously qualified us to submit our stuff to the Oscars.
And then December last year, we didn't really think anything more of it, but then we were shortlisted for an Oscar, And then in January 23rd, we were nominated for an Oscar, which meant we could fly out, go to the Oscars luncheon and the actual Oscars, and we met some of our heroes like Steven Spielberg and Aaron Sorkin.
And on March the 4th, we won the Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Film, which still feels totally bonkers.
And honestly, we really wouldn't have done it without a riff. You know, they've got such big hearts, so thank you to you guys. And we're genuinely really jealous of all of you that are about to embark on this week, because for us it was one of the best weeks of our life.
It was. So just huge congratulations to everybody for being selected. Enjoy it, take it all in, and a huge amount of good luck from us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reintroduce the programmer who made that film happen. He's a program director of the Rhode Island International Film Festival, Sean Quirk.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everyone. Last year's festival, we received over 6,000 submissions from countries, representing 65 countries, so it really was a big year for us. And we're really thrilled to select, with the help of our judges, our programmers, and our interns, 290 titles representing the world. And last year's opening night featured 2 films that went on to receive the Academy nomination for this tonight, so we're really excited about that. And I just want to reiterate that we're a qualifier for the awards, so the grand prize every year in each of the 3 short categories will move on to be considered for Academy nomination. So it's a really big year for us, and we're happy to have you all here to celebrate that. And it wouldn't be possible without generous sponsors, such as the Quebec delegation, who is here with us tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. And they're going to come up to say a few words on behalf of Marguerite, which was the film that won the grand prize and is currently nominated, as well as Fauve, which is another film from Quebec that we played, gave the grand prize for Best Cinematography last year, and is also nominated. This is the first year in history we've had 2 films from Quebec up for nomination. So let's give the Quebec delegation a round of applause.
It's a real pleasure to be here tonight. I am here representing the Quebec Government Office in Boston, which represents the province of Quebec in the 6 New England states. Our entire team was so excited to see that there are 2 short films from Quebec that are nominated at the Academy Awards, Marguerite and Fauve. This is the first time to the history of Quebec cinema that we have 2 films nominated for the Oscar at the same time. Fauve is a short story. It's directed by Jérémy Comte. The film centers of 2 boys, Félix Grenier and Alexandre, looking for adventure near an open mine, who are soon pulled into a dangerous situation of their power game spin out of control. The film was shot near Thetford Mine in Quebec and won a special jury prize at the 2018 Sundance Film Festival and several awards at other film festivals during the year.
Marguerite is a Canadian short drama film directed by Marianne Farley and released in 2017. The film stars Beatrice Picard as Marguerite, an elderly woman who confronts her own long-repressed romantic feelings for another woman after learning that her home care nurse, Rachel Bisson, is a lesbian. Farley wrote the script comparing her generation to her grandmother's. The film won numerous short film awards at film festivals, including Short Shorts Japan, the Long Beach Q Film Festival, and the Twist Film Festival in Seattle. But there is one award that we are particularly proud of, the 2018 Grand Prize at the Rhode Island International Film Festival last August. On behalf of the Quebec Government Office in Boston, thank you for this prize and recognition. We would also like to thank the film industry as a whole for supporting Quebec movies, and a special thanks to the Rhode Island International Film Festival for presenting films from Quebec. Thank you for your important work here in Rhode Island. Best of luck to all the films nominated tonight, and have fun.
University of Westerly for their sponsorship. All right, thank you. How many folks have to wear glasses now when they leave? Hey, all right, I don't feel so bad. Hey. We're now about to do the Producer Circle Awards. There's 6 of them. These awards are given to individuals or organizations for excellence, for inspiring, supporting the film, TV, artistic community, and for helping to energize the mission of the Rhode Island International Film Festival of providing world-class culture to audiences near and far. I'd now like to ask one of the first presenter to come up. He is the publisher and owner of Rhode Island Monthly, and when he was younger, so many years ago, he met Meryl Streep, and he said to her, "You know, Meryl, you'd probably be a great actress." And she said, "Really, John?" He said, "Yeah, but I bet you'd be a better dentist." Ladies and gentlemen, John Colombo. Jimmy Kimmel for the night.
Cue the rim shot. Thank you, Steve. Anytime I get to present anything that has to do with a wonderful institution we have, Trinity Repertory Company, I get taken back to when I was a high school student, very sleepy, and stumbled off of the school bus and walked into something that was called Project Discovery. And the world changed back then. And since then, I've been proud to support that theater and be a member of the board of directors. But the gentleman that I'm about to introduce is so much more than what he made the magic at Trinity Rep. Scenic designer Eugene Lee is a Rhode Island treasure who is cherished by the American theater and late-night television for his masterwork and artistry. He has designed sets for such indelible Broadway musicals as Wicked, Ragtime, Showboat, and Sweeney Todd. And oh, by the way, earning 3 Tony Awards along the way. He makes his home in Providence. Let me say that again. He makes his home in Providence. Where he's been the resident designer at Trinity Repertory Company since 1967. But he might be best known for his remarkable New York City creations for generations of late-night audiences as the production designer of the Emmy Award-winning hit, you may have heard of this, Saturday Night Live. Since the show's inception in 1975, did I mention he makes his home in Providence? In addition to his recent set designs for The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Late Night with Seth Meyers. With over a half-century of visionary designs, Eugene Lee has created the spaces where comedy and music and theater all come together and happen, that magic spot, changing forever how we see the world around us. A true artistic genius, and he makes his home in Providence. That's tonight's Producer Circle Award winner, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eugene Lee.
Wednesday this week, I go in on Wednesday for Saturday night. We have an interesting writer as host this week, and he did one of my. I'm looking forward to seeing him. John Mamedi is a writer on Saturday night originally, and he's our host next week, and. He wrote one of my favorite sketches of all time about one of our actors playing a lobster in a lobster pot. And the rest of the cast were all lobsters. And I mean, I had a great, where else can you do stuff like that, you know? Anyway, I love Rhode Island, and thank you very much, guys.
Max Porter and Rue Kawada are Oscar-nominated animated film directors specializing in mixed media narratives. They are particularly interested in marrying analog and digital animation techniques, often combining handcrafted art, CG animation, drawn animation, stop motion, and photographic effects. Since 2008, Rue and Max have been working together as Tiny Inventions. They have directed and produced TV commercials, music videos, PSAs, and independent films. Their most recent film, Negative Space, premiered at the Rhode Island International Film Festival, and won our first prize for Best Animated Short, and was nominated that year in 2018 for the Best Animated Short Film. So we're really happy to present our award to them this year, our Picture Circle Award. Let's welcome Rue and Max Kawada.
Thank you so much. So, yeah, 5-1. So we moved to Providence over the summer, and literally that week we attended RIF, and it was a really nice way to be welcomed into Providence. And it's such a lovely city, and we're so happy to be part of the RIF family. So thank you.
I'm not 5'1". Many of you tonight might not realize that Movie Maker magazine, the elite magazine for independent filmmakers, voted Rhode Island as the 9th best place to live and work as a movie maker in all of North America, including Canada. We have that distinction because Rhode Island values the arts. But none of this gets done without the support of public and private partnerships. At the state level, we've been fortunate to have leadership in government where jobs in the economy and education matter, when hard work matters. I said almost hard work. I became my Rhode Island accent. Yeah, hard work. When hard work matters. At the helm is the husband to Mary Ann and the representative of District 15 since 2007. He was voted by his knowledgeable House of Representatives as the Speaker in March of 2014. As Speaker, Nicholas Mattiello has done well for the state of Rhode Island on many levels, and the House of Representatives is now stronger than ever. The General Assembly should be proud as a body of the work they have accomplished together. Of course, there's always stuff that they can do to improve themselves and to be, look ahead, but our future is bright. Without the vision and support of the General Assembly, the House of Representatives, the Speaker, hundreds of Rhode Islanders working on film and television productions would not be given the opportunity to showcase their talents while providing a healthy and living wage to support their families. And the economic impact of their work ripples across our entire ocean state. For small businesses, our state parks, small business community, so many Rhode Islanders across a wide spectrum feel the positive impact of Rhode Island film and television. It is my distinct pleasure to present this year's Producer Circle Award to Rhode Island House Speaker Nicholas A. Mattiello.
grateful to be here among so many wonderful people. So, you know, thank you for all that you do for the film industry, for the arts, and for the state of Rhode Island. And thank you for just being great people and great friends. I want to start off by thanking my wife, Marianne. I couldn't do any of this without her unbelievable patience. And I'm going to accept this on behalf of the House of Representatives because we get things done as a team. And I have a wonderful majority leader, Joe Shikachi, a wonderful whip, Jay Edwards, Representative Grace Diaz, Representative Bill O'Brien, Scott Slater is here, former representative, a former great friend and colleague, David Caprio. His dad, Judge Caprio, is here. It's with all of these wonderful people that we're able to do the work that we can. And it's always been my pleasure and an honor to support the arts. Rhode Island is very lucky in a lot of ways. We just have a beautiful state, but we have a wonderful council on the arts. And my friend Stephen Feinberg, he's the best. You don't get better than this guy. Randy Rosenblum, the director, he's wonderful. We have so many talented people that come together that from the House perspective, it's our honor and pleasure and very easy to be supportive of the arts. You know, I'm going to get back to Stephen. He's one of those guys that whatever's going on, he takes a moment, he stops and he sends you a friendly text, and he always has an inspiring, positive message. What you see up here is what you get with Stephen every minute of his life. He's one of the best human beings you will find, and that translates into his work. He's done a great job. Randy's done a great job. I know they just filmed a television series that hopefully we see soon, and there are many more in the pipeline. This doesn't happen without a lot of hard work, and it's their hard work that we get the honor to support. And I also want to give a shout out to Paul McDonald, Matt Tavey, and the Teamster Union. There he is. The Teamsters are just such a great partner in this. Great working people, working class jobs, and that's what we're doing with the arts. We're supporting working families, and we're supporting a better culture in the state of Rhode Island. So I'm honored to be a small part of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Speaker. I would be remiss if I also didn't introduce someone who's here tonight who is very, very, very special to my heart. My mom is here tonight. This is the first time she's been here. We're very blessed. Our next presenter is a film director who has worked with Ed Asner. He's worked with Eric Roberts. He's worked with Don Johnson, Chaz Palminteri. He's got a new film that's going to be coming out to the theaters this summer called Vault. And he has a very keen eye for talent. So if you feel like you're the next Betty White, please call Tommy DiNucci. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy DiNucci.
Exciting to me as a filmmaker to present. This kind of award, the person who gets this kind of award has the ability to either make someone very beautiful and glamorous or very ghoulish and be transformed into an entirely disgusting monster or something very grotesque. And they have the power to truly deliver the director's story and vision through the visual art that they are able to create. So Jill Rossi is a legendary makeup artist and special effects makeup artist He most recently finished up being the makeup department head for 10 episodes of the new AMC supernatural thriller Nosferatu, which I'm sure some of you have worked on in the room here. We're all excited for that one. He was also the department head for The Purge Election Day, which was shot here in Rhode Island, as well as Body of Proof, Walt Disney's Underdog. He worked on Ghostbusters, War of the Worlds, so many productions. This inspiring man is a master of makeup and special effects. He truly knows this art. Ladies and gentlemen, with great honor, I present this Producer's Circle Award to the extremely talented artist, Joe Rossi.
I'd like to thank Flickr's Arts Collaborative and my friends at the Rhode Island Film Commission for honoring me with this tonight. It's been wonderful to be here and to see so many friends. I think I know most of the people in the room here, and that's the one thing about staying in Rhode Island as I've done. You do get to meet so many wonderful people, and in this business, so many talented artists, actors, directors, people who've created things. You know, I traveled quite a bit when I first started in this business. I worked in New York for many years, and for a few years, and worked all over the country, but I ended up finding that I needed to be back here. I settled back in Rhode Island. I'm in Cumberland, but I still travel for work. And the luckiest thing that's happened is that because of the Film Commission and because of the tax credits and what the House has done for us, we have films coming here now. So I don't have to travel so much for work anymore, and it's really wonderful. It's not just me, but it's a whole crew of people, wonderful people, that can stay home and work. And then when the folks from Los Angeles and New York come here, we show them how great it is here, and what a great place Rhode Island is. I think I've got the best job in the world. I sit and make people look beautiful most of the time. As Tommy said, sometimes I make them look really awful. But all of my work is behind the camera. All of my work is backstage. I'm not usually in the lights like this, except once I'm caught in Providence. I was on your show once. Anyway, thank you very much. Last person I have to thank, I'm sorry. I have to thank my wife, Christina, and my kids. For all the good that this business has and all of the wonderful things that I've been exposed to, the hours are horrible. So they've supported me through my, taking my son to hockey at 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm getting in from shooting all night. So thank you, Christina. Thank you for my children. Michael, it's
Congratulations, Joe. Our next presenter is a phenomenal casting director. She also teaches classes on acting. Please welcome Ann Mulhall to the dais.
When it's time for production to roll into a specific location on a motion picture or a television project, guess who's the first to arrive on set and most often the very last one to leave? I'll tell you. It's our dedicated and professional Teamsters. They're the ones who bring in the required equipment to set up base camp to the set so that hundreds of crew members and artists can safely come to work to show off their talented skills and be the best that they can be. We are very fortunate. Of the 1.4 million members of Teamster organization across the nation, our Rhode Island Teamsters Local 251 are the best in the bunch. They know the roads of our ocean state, and they know how to be prepared with the various types of huge equipment and always remain efficient. In the movie business, time is money, and the Local 251 Teamsters know there is no time to waste when on film set. They get it done, and they get it done right. The Rhode Island film and television community is blessed to have the strong support and hard work ethic of this special workforce. It is an honor to present tonight's Producer's Circle Award to the representatives of the Teamsters Local 251, Mr. Paul McDonald and Mr. Nick Williams.
After that introduction, that's hard. I don't even know what to say. I do have a few remarks. I want you to know that Nick is here as my bodyguard. So if this speech don't go good, well, see Nick. I have to admit, though, this is one of my more pleasant assignments, of course. Matt Tabey, who is the Chief Principal Officer of the Teamsters here in Rhode Island, unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, and it's been my good fortune to replace him here. I do want to thank my wife, Sandra, who most of the time says to me, "Do I know you?" because I'm not hardly ever home. We're very pleased, though, to accept this award. And I'd like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank Governor Gina Raimondo. And I'd like to thank my very good friend, Speaker Mattioli. Their support for film tax credits is very, very important. And we, as a Teamsters Union, know that that doesn't go unnoticed with us. We thank the industry for having faith in Little Rhodey. We thank our very good friend, Steve Feinberg, the ringmaster, as the Teamsters fondly call him, for his relentless and shameless promotion of film. I'd like to thank someone that probably is not here, but who has been very helpful to me personally at the State House level, Bill Murphy. Bill Murphy has given me an awful lot of support and guidance, and I would add patience with me as I pestered everybody about film tax credits. So I thank him for that. When the film industry comes to Rhode Island, it puts our members to work, and we represent the transportation workers whose livelihood is dependent on the film industry. They're among hundreds of behind-the-scene workers who make television and motion picture projects run smoothly. So we Teamsters, we are honored to be here tonight with such extraordinary people of film. And the reason many of our members continue to have long-term employment is solely because of Rhode Island's Film and Television Tax Incentive Program. Our work at the State House is far from over. What we have accomplished together has made a difference in our families' lives. So let us all roll up our sleeves and continue this journey. We made progress, let's make more, and as my favorite actor would say, all right, all right, all right.
I didn't even say it.
Right, this is fun. Our last presenter is by no means the least. You've seen him on TV, you've seen him on the cover of Rhode Island Monthly. You've probably, maybe you've had a hard day and you had to go visit him because you had a ticket. But the thing about this gentleman, and he is a gentleman, he's a class act, no matter how hard your day has been, no matter what struggles you're going through, no matter how life might have hit you, and many don't know, you walk into this gentleman's courtroom and you always leave with something called your dignity. He always makes sure that you leave with your dignity because he's a warm and loving human being. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Frank Caprio.
Stay right here. First of all, I need you for this. Before I get into my presentation, I just want to warn everyone, I hope you valeted your vehicle tonight. Because it is well known, you have no chance of getting a break if you come to the Providence business. So you all have to pay the full fine. Now, I'm going to take the liberty, before we celebrate the accomplishments of Rose Weaver, I think it's fitting and proper that we recognize Steve Feinberg for his accomplishments, for what he has done for the film and television industry in Rhode Island. country and been overseas actually trying to promote court in Providence. And I meet producers, I meet directors, I meet would-be directors, would-be producers, executives of all types in the film and television industry. And I'm always there waiting for them to say something complimentary about me. And the first thing they ask me is, "Oh, do you know Steve Feinberg?" And I say, "I sure do," because he's a treasure for Rhode Island. And Steve, I want to say that I want to congratulate you because you recognize that your success is due to getting the tools and the resources that are necessary. And the fact that you recognize Speaker Mattiello, I think, speaks volumes for you because you recognize where that support is coming from. So that's wonderful for you. But now, however, don't leave. Don't leave. But I want to say that you are a Rhode Island treasure, that your reach is worldwide, and that you have brought great credit to the state of Rhode Island in the film and television industry. And, you know, Steve's favorite creature in the entire world is Cruz. Now, Cruz is Steve's horse. True? So you're making Cruz proud tonight. Good luck to you. Now, my real job is to talk about a very special person, Rose Weaver. Let me share just a little bit about tonight's Circle Award winner, Rose Weaver. Rose has been a professional actress, singer, and teacher for over 43 years. She has worked in regional theater, off-Broadway, in film, in television, was a Boston, New England Emmy nominee, and a New England Screen Actors Guild board member for 2 years. Most recently, Rose appeared opposite John Boyega in the critically acclaimed film Detroit, as well as The Snow White Christmas, and also starred in Showtime's Brotherhood, along with many more film and TV productions. She's won several awards for her playwriting and community work, including the Pell Award, Excellent in Arts Award, and she has really won so many awards that honestly they are too numerous to mention here this evening. It is my profound pleasure to present the prestigious Producer Circle Award to a stellar talent and great human being, Rose Weaver.
Now it's about $3,000. My greatest accomplishments, I think, were being a member of Trinity Repertory Company for a total of 22 seasons, but also being a member of the Screen Actors Guild for all those years. I recently did do Detroit opposite John Boyega, and for some reason Catherine Bigelow got a little confused and gave the character that I played another name. Yeah. So what do I do about that? I'm still grateful though for all the parts I've had. Channel 10, working for Channel 10 for 8 years, producing half-hour talk shows, probably about 350 of them. And then a Christmas special called Another Christmas Miracle that the wonderful director, what was his name? He directs The View. Anybody know? I have it on my list here. Mark Gentile. He still directs The View, and he used to direct Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but he worked at Channel 10 for a long time and helped me with this beautiful little film called Another Christmas Miracle, and we got Channel 10 nominated for 5 New England Emmys. And they actually won one. I was nominated as an actor. Some of my recent credits are important to me because one dealt with the Boston Marathon bomber trial. I played one of the jurors, one of the key jurors, and now I'm just a retired woman who's going to be 70 years old in April. And I want to be more involved in the community here with television and film. You know, when the Brotherhood came and I got cast to do a part in that pilot, that was really exciting. And I was happy to be thought of as an actress who could still get out there and give a good performance. And I still can. We just have to find the parts. As Viola Davis said, the only problem with people like me is not having the opportunities. But you've given the opportunities here in Rhode Island. You have been a real family to me for all these years, my years at Trinity, my years going up to Boston to film with Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. and Maureen Stapleton in the beginning, and I'm appreciative of it all. I really thank you because I am an actor.
Next, I'd like to introduce a member of the Riff Board and Father Ken Gumbert. Father Ken Gumbert is the program director of the Providence College Film Department. He's a filmmaker, he's an artist, and he's been a part of the organization since its beginning. So we're really happy to welcome Father Ken on stage to speak a little bit about our new initiatives that this dinner really helps to fund. So let's welcome Father Ken.
We're all missing George tonight. This is his speech, which I'm proud to be able to share with everybody here. 37 years ago, a small group of people who loved cinema started an organization with a mission to extol film as an art form, which promote education about the medium. Its mission was simple. Through communication comes understanding. And what better way to communicate in a diverse population than through film? Many amazing individuals helped steer the organization to where it is today. Some are no longer with us. Some are sitting here in the room this evening. Each have made an indelible and lasting contribution that you can see reflected in the events produced over the years, the thousands of lives touched. How many lives? Over the past decade alone, Flicker's Productions, Rhode Island International Film Festival, has screened over 5,000 independent films and videos out of 61,000 entries. 1,200 worldwide North American premieres, over 1,000 entries that were locally produced and hosted 4,000 filmmakers and crew. One of the joys of fulfilling the mission of Flickers has been to be able to nurture and support young people, tomorrow's artists, future filmmakers. To that end, several scholarship programs have been created to benefit those who carry the torch. Last year, Flickers introduced the annual Winifred Brownell Scholarship Fund as part of its year-long celebration of women in film and arts. That kicked off the 218 Festival. A $2,000 scholarship is geared to students in the arts, those especially going to the University of Rhode Island. The first winner, Alyssa Bondello, was announced at the close of last year's festival in August. This year we introduced a scholarship for students studying journalism and writing. Applicants can be at any institution of higher education, but must be have Rhode Island roots. The $1,000 scholarship is named after former Providence Journal arts reporter James Seaver. Tonight I'm pleased to announce not just our latest scholarship, but a special dedication. Last year we lost 2 important individuals whose support and encouragement helped shape the organization, Ross Feinberg and Diane Dwyer. Ross was a champion of the PBS series Double Feature on Friday nights, and the father of Stephen. The executive director of the Rhode Island Film and Television Office. Diane was the mother of Michael Dryra, Esquire, our board president, and Sean Dryra, the founder and returning director of our Vortex Festival. Both were educators, both had a passion for life and learning that touched countless lives during the course of their careers. Our 2019 festival will be dedicated to both Ross and Diane, and we have established an annual $2,000 scholarship in their name with the focus on those pursuing education. We have asked the families to help us craft the requirements to serve on the panel to determine the winners. In total, we have committed $5,000 in scholarship opportunities for 2019. This evening, as you enjoy your meal, the upcoming Oscar presentation, the camaraderie of those around you, please know that your support allows these scholarships to exist. They are the reason we are here tonight. Make a point of supporting our silent auction to make a tax-deductible contribution. Sean Quirk, our staff director, would be pleased to help you. And finally, while you know our mission, many have asked, what is the foundation for the passion that gives flickers, spurs the work it undertakes? For that, let us turn to a quote from Fred Rogers. From the time you were very little, you've had people who had smiled you into smiling, people who have talked you into talking, sung you into singing, loved you into loving. So on this special day, let us take time to think of those special people who have encouraged us, continue to inspire us, help to guide us on our journey today. Thank you very much.
Segue. Anyway, it's our pleasure to introduce two special performers who are going to grace us with a duet from the Academy Award nominated film A Star is Born. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ava Cadet and Evan Andrews with their rendition of Shallow.
Zoom in.
No, what? You're gonna have to just focus because it's.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something that you're searching for? I'm falling. And in the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I feel myself. Tell me something, boy. Are you tired of trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. And in the good times I find myself longing for change. In all the bad times I feel myself. I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow
have some dinner. That's enough of our presentation, but we thank you so much. We'll be here all night as a silent auction.